Appreciate you for tuning in to the Theory Expo. If you enjoy the content we're doing, please like and subscribe. And on that note, let's get to it. Man, we got a sneaky little. You see by the background, we got a sneaky little.
Yeah.
We got Marvel Studios been putting out, especially since like I guess we can call Ant-Man tanking, so to speak, right? And it's just not just how it fell off. It fell off a cliff after its initial opening, right? It had its biggest opening ever for that franchise, but then it dropped, and it was like for that. For me, I'm the cynical one, right? So it's like it seemed like once that happened, it instantly went to like all different noise about these, Marvel. Oh, we gonna change our lineup. We gonna do this. It was like we're gonna have all these kind of conversations, other than like talking about, which is I guess that's cool. It's other than talking about the fact that Ant-Man didn't have any legs.
Ain't it crazy how that worked? Because it's like you almost, it's like once if your movie's not good and you're not gonna get good word of mouth, hearing that record breaking weekend, it's like, oh, then that means it's really about the tank, because everybody went to go see it and everybody came back home like, man, that was not that great.
Yeah,
that was not a great movie. That shit was horrible. Or are they gonna be like, are they just gonna be underwhelmed like we was for the most part?
Mediocre.
They gonna spread the word like, it was man, that shit was mid. You know what I mean? And most people gonna hear that and be like, oh, well, I ain't going to see it. And that's where you see this big drop off. And now it's just it's going nowhere now.
It was the line now, people, because you got that new line now. I'll just wait till it's on Disney Plus. Like, man, you literally legit can do that. Like, that's what I mean. People coming at day, hey man, so what about Ant-Man? We didn't have big expectations. I didn't have big expectations, so it wasn't like I can come in like, it wasn't like, again, we talked about that. It wasn't like Thor disappointment, or even when I walked out of Doctor Strange, right? At the time when I walked out the theater, where I had a lot of things to say. It's like, it's that, man. It was meh. Oh yeah, I figured I'll just wait till it come on Disney Plus, right? So you could tell like anybody that was maybe needed to be told, because that's a movie. Ant-Man is a movie. There's a character. You need to be told if I should go see it. Hey, should I go see it? And it was all right, I'll just wait till it's on Disney Plus.
Damn.
I heard that a lot.
I heard that a lot, man. That was like the line. Hey, you seen that Ant-Man yet? Nah, I'm gonna wait, bro. I'm waiting till it come on Disney. And then, because usually you could say like, oh nah, bro, no, bro, you need to go see this. Like Avatar, I was like, nah, you might want to go. Hey, I'm gonna wait till it come. Nah, I think you should go see it. You know what I mean? Like I told people that, like people that was like, nah, you seen Avatar? Nah, I'm gonna wait, man. Hey, nah, I don't think you should wait, bro. I think you should go ahead and check this one out. IMAX, 3D, whatever you want to do. Go check it out. And they'd be like, yeah, you know what? And a lot of people I told that to, they went to go check that. He was like, you're right, man. That shit was worth that 3 hours. You know what I mean?
Right, your movie can only get that money off that. Because, anybody that's in the loop won't go see it in the beginning. Right? Let me ask you a question. What's the last one? What's the last MCU movie that you was like, oh no,
that's a good one. Because I don't know if it might be some years.
And the last one that add the show. Let's add. What's the last MCU property where was like,
I came out and I was like,
yeah, you need to go pay attention to that. You need to get into that.
Man. Now I gotta see. Now you got me want to pull up.
Is it because the worst thing we got is
Spider-Man, obviously.
Yeah, and I was about to say No Way Home, but then it's like sometimes we got to give that the Sony credit is supposed to get.
Yeah, bro, that was a Sony movie.
Because that's what I was. Because I think the easy one is to say, is it in game? Is it in game? Was like,
game, brother.
And you ain't really had to tell nobody that one.
Nah.
Right, but it's like, I don't think anything. I don't think
anything
would come out that was like that you walked out and was like, again, other than No Way Home. I think No Way Home is what it is, right? And it was really a Sony movie because Doctor Strange was in that thing for like 20 minutes.
That was a Sony movie.
Doctor Strange didn't really need to be in a damn movie.
He did.
Honest, but let's just keep. But I ain't gonna sun him right today. But at the end of the day, when you look at it, it gotta be in game. It got to be in game at the least. And I think that's easy to say because it was in game.
I did not come out of Black Panther telling people to see it. I did not.
Everything that came out, you could have saw on Disney Plus.
You could have waited. Thor, you could have waited.
There was nothing. and I think that's the better way to ask the question. Let me ask it a better way. Was there a movie that dropped since Endgame, excluding No Way Home, that if you didn't see it and you first saw it on Disney Plus, that you actually was like, damn, did I miss? Like, my thing is, I think you could have waited for everything. I don't think there was something I went and saw that. Like,
where I was like, I'm glad I came here today to see this.
Man, if it would have got spoiled for me, I would have been like,
yeah. When the last time we've been anticipating where we've been like, hey man, don't spoil that for. That's a good one, man.
I mean, no, I promise you, I went in that way with Doctor Strange.
I went in that way. I feel exactly. Like there you go. I went in that way.
Now, I didn't walk out that way.
Then I walk out like, oh, you got to see this. Oh, I'm glad I was here to see it. No, I was definitely. And we even talked about it. It's better on Disney Plus.
It's way better on Disney Plus.
I definitely walked out and was like, I didn't really need to see that up close.
I mean, think about the video we recorded. We recorded right before the. You know how hyped we was for Doctor Strange?
We need to go back and look at that because we was hyped.
Strange is the reason I take the day off for those movies.
Damn.
Because I go see them that Thursday.
Yeah.
I go see them that Thursday, and I go see the first. I take the day off. I don't even mess around with no. Batman started it, I think, because I worked and then I had a late showing. Not a late, it was like 7 o'clock. I think, remember they did like those 100,000, 200,000 tickets that you can go see it 2 days before it came out. Yeah. And like the official come out, and I went to go see it, but I was still getting emails and everything up until like I missed the very beginning with where Riddler.
Oh yeah.
I missed that part. I didn't see it till the second time I saw the movie.
Oh shit, yeah.
That's how I was still emailing from the car, right? Because my colleague, at the end of the day, but then Doctor Strange finalized it where it was like, yo, I'm not going. I'm taking the day off because I know I always go to that, that first thing. And I told my new team, like, I think I'm joking. I don't take a lot of days off, but if it's something like this, I'm taking a day off. Like, just know that. Like, it ain't even because I'm, unless I'm leaving early.
Yeah,
but I'm really just trying to have a day off and I just go. You want to take the day off because I see the early show. But I don't think there's nothing like I need to do that anymore. Like because there was an anticipation thing happening where it's like now I don't like No Way Home needed that.
Yeah,
because I wouldn't want to tell me that Daredevil moment. Like a Daredevil was like. That Daredevil moment when he just showed up, like I knew he was showing up, but it was like that's the man without fear. Like he just caught the brick, like good at my job. Like those kind of moments, even seeing the way Andrew came in, like that's like even though you knew that was gonna happen, it happening was a great moment. And that's why you gotta take those days. But like ain't nothing. I don't think there was nothing that if I didn't go see it, that I'm like, oh, I seen it Sunday. Like I seen that's when I knew it was, I knew things were changing. I seen Far From Home. I seen it like Wednesday. I didn't see it when it was like, I thought, Endgame was over and I'm like, I'm done. And then like I wasn't done, but it was like I wasn't a big fan of the first Spider-Man movie. Right. If I probably watched it now, it's probably better. Was it Homecoming? But it wasn't like I wasn't a big Tom Holland Peter Parker guy. So when I didn't need to see Far From Home because it was like I didn't need to see it quick. It's like okay, Endgame. I'm still processing Endgame like 6 months later, like in my life. I'm still processing that, right? Like
Endgame was big, man.
You get what I'm saying? I'm still processing that. So Far From Home come out. I saw it like Tuesday when I was like, you know what? It's after work. I'm gonna go. Hey, you want to go see Far From Home? We went and seen Far From Home on a random little Tuesday, Wednesday. It wasn't like I needed to see it when it happened. And I feel like everything that came out, I think the only other thing that came out, and we talk about MCU because the Batman was like that for me. Like I'm glad I went and seen it when I seen it. But I think Doctor Strange, because we got ready, we were so high, we was like, hey man, I think this how extra I was. Hey man, I think they're gonna have animated 97 X-Men in there, man. They're gonna have the what if cartoons in there.
I remember that, bro.
Think of the level of excitement when you I think they're gonna have animation in there.
You talking about learning the hard way? Hey, who was it? When that pitch meeting that said he was like, "I'm gonna make you pay for that." He was like, he's like, oh, so you also they're gonna. He's like, yo, yeah. He was like, yeah, you big dummy. He was like saying he kept saying under his breath. He was like, oh, so is that who I think it is? Gonna make you pay for that.
Oh, God, they made me
all that speculating.
Boy,
I think you was talking about WandaVision, but yeah, the same thing. Yeah,
they make you sit there, and it was like, man. Call it my fault, but like that's the level of excitement you start having for those things, and they had always delivered. But I would say, I don't think they're definitely take away Spider-Man, and I'm including the TV shows. I don't think there was nothing that came where it was like, if you didn't watch it, WandaVision was like a moment in time. I'm not going to take that away from them, even though a lot of times I like to take it away from them. Like up until the end, they had like, Mephisto, they gonna this, that, and the third. Exactly. What does this mean for this?
If you look at it in the totality, I didn't recommend that show.
Yeah,
after I found out Boner Pause was Ralph Boner. I was like, I'm not recommending this shit.
That was it.
Somebody recently asked me about it. I'm like, hey man, don't gonna make you pay for that. Oh man, is that Quicksilver? I like literally, man. Somebody, is that Quicksilver, man? Is this Quicksilver? Go ahead, man. Just tell me. I'm like, just watch. Just watch.
So it's safe for yourself.
Yeah, just get to the end.
What was the one we was recently? I think it was one like that we was recently watching, or what could have been that, man? I'm trying to think. It was. I just thought about it the other day. It was like, wow, we really saw that in the trailer. It was nothing. It was something Ant-Man. I wish I could. I was dying the other day. I was sitting here and it was like,
man, what are we saying?
We saw.
I wish we can pull that shit up now, man. Can we pull up our own video? Can we do that? Oh man, because we said something about, bro. Oh man, we had all types of shit going. We were saying that hey man, but I felt like we did come close to predicting, and they even said it that they went back and the reshoots changed it.
Yeah,
they were supposed to get stuck in the quantum realm, bro. Yeah, we said it. We was like somebody not making it out, which goes to show you how bad this movie is. The fact that they had that line, they kept the line in there. I don't have to win. I just have to. What do you say? You just have to lose.
I don't have to.
We just both have to lose. Yeah. That line means nothing after you change the ending.
Yeah,
because he don't lose anything.
Yeah, FedEx.
So it's a dumb line. You know what I mean? It's just a nothing line. It's a nothing burger. So yeah, so I think we predicted. I know we tried. We were close on that one, but a few of them other ones, you're right, man. We just were seeing stuff, and none of that stuff came.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do next time. Is whenever something come out, we're gonna have our pre-show thoughts, but we're gonna have them jotted so that we can go back to the list. Like, this is what we say. Or might even had a video clipped up. Like, oh, you said this. Hey man, it's gonna be animated. They're gonna have an animated universe.
Bro, we was on this,
and then it's gonna.
I believe that. Like, you had me believing. Like I'm for real. I knew in my mind. I'm waiting for it. I'm like, when I heard the I was like, oh, here he come, and I'm like, bro, I believe that, bro.
I believe.
I was sold, bro. I was like,
they got the cartoon coming out too. They just did What If, and we're gonna have they doing that. It wasn't even nowhere. It wasn't even close at all. Like it wasn't even whatever. I say I like to say, so going back to the the conversation with all this news, they come out, but they've been just dropping off different things. Are they going? Hell, even Bob Iger just came out about the things that they were going to do. How they scaling back, and they're going to focus on quality over quantity. They doing all buzzwords, right? But they dropped a little jewel for us. But they said, well, I say if this time last year it was a jewel. And I'm just being honest, and I don't want to be. It's easy to take shots at the MCU right now. That's just how it is. It's the world we live in. Like you could do 30 incredible movies, but man, if you give me 2, because it's really been what since just call it since Endgame. Since Endgame, if you basically gave me Endgame was 2019, right?
Yeah,
2019, 2023. Wow. We've gotten basically almost 4 years of mediocrity.
That's 100% facts. Yeah,
got 4 years of media and a lot of content.
When it's exclusively Marvel, yeah.
We got 4 years
Sony
of
not
mediocrity.
Ain't that crazy? Sony up here to get Sony giving them the best. It used to be the other way around, where it's like, oh, Sony don't know what they're doing. Yeah. Sony giving you the best Spider-Man.
We got 4 years of mediocrity. Like, so then it's like, well, you gotta. No, they gave us so this little tidbit for me would have been like, hey man, the Punisher. So yeah, what they said was, and I'm gonna show this article, was like, they said that Mr. What's his other name?
You talking about his Frank Castle?
Yeah, but like he only got like the Daredevil, the Man Without Fear. I feel like the Punisher got another little side name like that.
Damn, I forgot.
But at the end of the day,
I know what you're talking about though.
Jon Bernthal responds to his instant return as the Punisher. So that came out that following report of his Marvel, and this is from Screen Rant. Following the report of his Marvel Cinematic return, the Punisher star Jon Bernthal responds critically to the Daredevil Born Again news. I'm gonna scroll down because he had a social media post where he just kind of showed that he was that dude.
Yeah, bro. He's very aware of what this character is supposed to be, man. He's very aware, man. He take this role very serious.
And I remember, they talk that noise, and they all talking noise. John, JB a different dude. Yeah. So I like to think I believe that he's strong.
Don't they got a show called The Real Ones?
Yeah,
you ever seen the clip from that?
Right? Yeah.
Yo, bro, he be talking, man. It's like, damn, JB serious about these roles, man. You don't mess around about this acting game, man.
So it's like, so if it's like, he got the real ones, don't he? So if it's like, he was like, man, look, I'm only with it if I get to be Frank Castle, man. Like, I don't want to. It's almost like him indirectly saying, like, I don't want to be a Disney version of Frank Castle. I need to be.
Man, that was one of my questions coming up.
Frank Castle. Yep. So look at this little article, because that's where I have my now. And then even me for seeing Daredevil and She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Even worse than Daredevil and She-Hulk, because I don't really know where to take that. I know where my mom want to take it, but I saw Kingpin and Hawkeye, and that wasn't my Kingpin. So let's just say the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the Punisher star Jon Bernthal responds to the report of him appearing in Daredevil Born Again. The original Marvel TV era is getting its proper due, and the MCU have years of being sidelined. First, Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio returning, respectively, said they were set to Spirit Echo, which we know, we don't know if and when that's ever coming out. They were set to begin in that in Echo before headlining their own series, Daredevil Born Again. While it won't act as a season 4 for the canceled drama, it will be a semi-continuation at best, set to arrive in 2024. Series recently began production. And blah blah blah, just some of that. Says he would have the cryptic. He just dropped this after that news went out. So first of all, you got the initial kind of
yeah, I do. So that was my question. My question to you was going to be not to answer a question with a question, but my question was, I'm going to be dropping shit, but yeah. What do you think that I'm trying to figure out, what did they promise this man? What did they promise this man to get him to come back to this role, man?
Exactly.
He's not like a guy. He get work, man. Like he's not like this. He's not an up and coming actor, right? Like he's I'm not gonna say he's like a bona fide superstar, but he's a seasoned, sought after method actor, right? And I think he's on the show right now. I think he got a show. I forgot the name of it.
Maybe like a Gigolo or something,
like a Deuce or something like that, Yeah. He like a Gigolo. He got a show already. Yeah, pause on Gigolo. So he getting work. So it's not like he just this guy who's sitting there waiting for the Punisher. He ain't waiting for the Punisher. He's not waiting for a show that was on Netflix that got canceled 3 years ago. He's not waiting on that. With that said, it's a few things that coincide with this announcement that I'm that just recently came up where Bob Iger, I think, spoke the other day, and he said something about quality over quantity. He also mentioned, and that ties into when you brought up Echo. Like, I don't think Echo's happening. They're not just gonna do Echo, man. Echo's not gonna happen. That's quality over quantity. They're not gonna keep Echo. It's just not enough there that's gonna guarantee a return on investment. He also mentioned, Iger also mentioned they might start working with other companies or other platforms. I forgot the exact wording he said, but basically he's saying like we might start licensing some of this stuff out, these IPs. We might start giving other people that work, you know what I mean, and letting them do what they want to do with it. And I'm like, man, look, what did they tell this man JB to bring him back? And my theory is, and it might be kind of wild, my theory is they told this guy like, man, you're gonna be Punisher, bro. And your Punisher gonna be on another network or another platform. It ain't gonna be on Disney Plus, or it's gonna be on it's definitely gonna be on the adult version of Disney Plus. We're gonna let you be the Punisher. We're not gonna bring you back and have you be this, even though you are not the same Frank Castle, you're not the same Punisher. Obviously, just like that's not the same Matt Murdock. You're gonna be Punisher. We're gonna change a few things. We might give you a little bit more armor. We might give you more of a recognizable costume, like a definitive costume, a definitive Punisher look. But you still gonna have the guns. You're still gonna be kind of crazy, and you're still gonna be raging out, man. We're gonna let you do your thing, man. We're gonna let you do your thing. But the way we got to do that is we got to kind of move you. We got to maneuver you to another network, or we gotta figure out a way to sort of. We might not be able to put you directly on Disney Plus, and we might not be able to put you directly in a movie. So I think they had to like promise. I ain't say promise, but I think they had to like offer this dude something, man, for him to come back to this. He's made it very clear in the past through social media. I don't want to be, I don't want to be.
He don't want to be a goofy Punisher.
I want to be the goofy Punisher with swords and with no skull on my chest. They probably
one-liners
again, but they're just like any negotiation. Some compromises probably had to be made where they was like, all right, man, hey, in their mind, this is what they in Disney's corporate social justice mind. They probably like, hey, man, the skull has become kind of problematic. We're gonna kind of change that, but we still gonna let you have guns. We're not gonna have you out here with swords. You're not gonna be the guy that they got in the comic books right now. You're gonna be Punisher, and for him to come back, I think some compromises was made. It's gonna look like a different Punisher, but definitively it'll be Punisher. And I think that's the only way he would have did it. So that's my initial thoughts on it is that we're gonna get Punisher, but my theory on it is we're not gonna get Punisher on Disney Plus. I think we're gonna get Punisher on another platform, maybe Hulu, because he did bring up Hulu. Right? Yeah, I just think looking at Iger's announcement, man, I think he kind of, like you say, he dropped some jewels, man. He dropped some hints. It's like, yeah, we're gonna start moving stuff around. I think Hulu gonna play a big part, man. Hulu is their like breadwinner right now. ESPN right there with them. He mentioned those. And I think they're gonna start moving stuff around. I see Punisher on Hulu, man. That's my prediction.
Because it cost them too much.
Yeah,
it cost them too much for. It's been great, but it's also been great for brand recognition, right? Because they can still people that's not hell even as many commercials that they put for Ant-Man and Wakanda Forever and all that just on ESPN alone, or Mandalorian. The Star Wars, all their stuff they can throw in there, but it cost them a lot. I thought I just saw something about them even trying to move Hulu. Like they still trying to talk about the Hulu's future, right?
Yeah. He said he was trying to figure out the business going forward. He kind of spoke around a lot of stuff, but he was kind of saying like, yeah, we need to move before we move forward. We need to know how to use this. We need to know exactly how to use Hulu, and it just kind of sounded. I don't know, man. He was kind of talking around it, but yeah, I think they're gonna start adding more shows to Hulu.
Yeah, because that always seemed like the way that should have been. We've talked about that for some of the things that they dropped. Like, well, this seemed like this should be like a Hulu kind of situation, right? I think we even said that when they did that with Hawk. When we knew Hawkeye was like Hawkeye should be on Hulu. Like, that should definitely be like out of all the ones,
Hawkeye
that should be on
bodies.
Hulu. Yeah, that should have. Yeah, that should have.
Yeah, he should have bodies.
Like that would have been better off as a Hulu show. And then
Blade should be on there too.
Exactly. So any of those kind of things coming off, and it was kind of the thing we were talking about, even when we knew that the Netflix shows were kind of going to be in the catalog, right? Like we're gonna bring the Netflix shows, we're gonna bring them back to our house. But it was like, are y'all gonna put them on Hulu? So that's what was shocking. That
look at what Hulu's doing with the movies. Yeah, they own Fox Movies, right? So look at what Hulu's doing with. There's an Aliens movie coming out on Hulu. They just had a Predator movie that came out. They had a Hellraiser movie that came out on Hulu. Hulu dropped movies, and they for the most part, in my opinion, them two movies, Hellraiser and Predator, were good.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting that the Aliens movie is gonna be good. Yeah. They might drop some Marvel movies on there. That might be like their version. I always say this. I always look at Netflix as what they called in the comics. I think it was called Marvel. What's it called? Marvel Silver or something like that. It was basically like their not adult, but like their version.
More mature.
The mature versions of their comics. I always looked at the Netflix shows as that universe. So I think they can do that. And they'll still bring these people into the fold of the MCU, but we might see Moon Knight movies and Punisher movies and the Blade movies go to Hulu, and they can do it. I mean, everybody know that Disney that they got ownership of Hulu, so it's not like it's some major hurdle they got to get over. They can do it.
Yeah, like Deadpool, like any of those.
Deadpool can be on there. Yep.
Like when I heard the news, it was just like, okay, I'm like, okay, we'll see what y'all got, man. I don't have high hopes on. Like I thought about that about what JB was like. Like I'm only doing it if it's to be done, right? I'm not doing it because I'm so excited.
Yeah, he's a method actor, man.
Yeah, they
get not like these other cats. Yeah,
get some of these people to come in and be like, oh, it'd be great to join the MCU, and I love to be part of the family, and JB don't seem like that kind of guy that want to even fake say that. Like,
he can't. Man, he don't do halfway
material. I'm just trying to put out good material, which you would hope everybody would be like, But that he was like.
No, I'm just saying this dude a meme, bro. No.
Like I need that.
Yeah,
get that. Then we will be here for.
You believe that guy? Like, oh, that's Punisher, bro. You can't have him come up there and be like, hey. Don't talk to her like that. She's
respect her.
Yeah, you better respect her, buddy. Nah, man, this dude killed P-word people. You know what I mean? Like remember when the dude was like, hey, what do you think about this video? And he offered him like I ain't gonna say the word, but he like turned around, like turn the lights off, like he bodied the dude. It's like, bro, this is not a good guy. You know what I mean? This is just a guy who just like a force of nature, man. Mm-hmm. Punisher is like a force of nature. He not there to, he ain't trying to be a hero, man. He killing and murdering everything he deemed to be evil. You get in there and try to get his dude swords and have him, Bernthal'S, John not going for that.
Yeah, you might as well if you're gonna do it, you might as well
recast.
Go get somebody else.
Yeah, go get somebody else.
Don't bring
that's gonna fail. Yeah, that's just gonna fail anyway. So you got the guy, man. And you brought back Murdoch. Once they did that, Jessica Jones will be back too. She'll be back. She just out there waiting. Jessica Renner, I think her name is.
Yeah, they just said she just posted something recently, like
she coming back.
The same vein. Like I think we know them three.
Yeah,
here, right?
Luke Cage might not make it back, but.
Cage ain't making it back.
Cage ain't making it back.
And the funny thing is, the way kind of Cage was in there would probably fit in his villains and all that would.
Nah, it was kind of wild.
His villains was like thorough, right? One was Brethren. Was Brethren.
Yeah.
He was Brethren like
Yardy, yeah. You know what I mean? Yard Man was in there. You know,
they
was cooking his Jamaican accent though.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like in New York around that time too, man. I used to bring that up. They used to be like, "Bro, don't even."
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
They were like, "Brother." Brother, they know you're eating that. No, it's not a Jamaican accent.
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
You know what I mean? They used to tell me that shit. But yeah. Yeah, man, you're right. His villains, they not gonna make it.
Mahershala Ali, like his character.
Oh yeah,
he couldn't. He not Disney ready.
Nah, bro.
Right. But Luke Cage, the guy he was,
could
be on Disney Plus.
Social justice.
Iron Fist could be on Disney Plus.
Yeah, Iron Fist. Yeah. Oh man, that's the biggest flub, bro, that they ever had.
Yeah, he could be on Disney.
How they managed to mess that up, bro? But you're right. He'd be perfect.
Fix him, right?
Yeah,
they could fix him, but everybody like. Misty, she can't be on Disney Plus.
Misty out.
Misty can't be on Disney.
Bro, remember the bro? Hey, that Luke Cage show was wild, bro. When you think about it, but yeah,
it was a lot of cheek. It was
cheeks getting clapped. Yo,
cheeks getting clapped. And
he was supposed to end up with Jessica, bro. With he was supposed to end up with Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones, yeah.
They
was rocking in the first
knock her up and everything. Yeah, he was supposed to knock her up and everything, but. That was like, bro, I remember she said that in the interview before the show even came out. Was like, I'm just looking forward to figuring out how we get to this point where we got this baby. Like, damn, like that's doing the first season. Like, but yeah, they never made it, because they didn't get to his third season. I think he ended up clapping Rosario Dawson, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Remember, he got some coffee.
Hey, man, shout out to Hey man, nah, bring Cage back. Shout out to Cage, man. Hey, Cage was getting cheeks, bro.
Between him and the Man Without Fear, because Daredevil, did Daredevil get the nurse? Did he get Rosario Dawson too?
He came close. Because Daredevil was kind of like all over the place. Because he didn't end up with Karen. Her name Karen, right? The redhead. He ended up with her. But he had Elektra.
Oh no, he got Karen.
Oh, he did get Karen.
Oh yeah, he got Karen.
Oh, he got cheeks. Damn.
Yeah, he got
Shout
Karen.
out to Matt.
Elektra. I felt like when the nurse when she called him when he was all and she bandaged him up and all that.
Yeah.
And then she basically saved his life. I felt like he got those, but I don't know. But I got
he came close. But Cage got her though. Cage was like, hey, that's my girl, bro. Like. Cage finished season 2 like, nah, that's my Steve's, bro. Like that was his girl, you know what I mean? But he's supposed to end up with like he had a little moment with Jessica, but
remember when he punched the wall and Dawson was out of there, right?
Oh yeah,
Dawson came back to the club when he was a club owner. It was over.
Right.
He got Misty.
He got Misty in the first episode, bro. Cheeks. Yeah, he got the cheeks in the first.
He got those and Jessica. He got Jessica, but he got something before Jessica when Jessica was doing her private eye. When she had the binoculars on him, and he had cheeks in the when he was the bartender, and they went upstairs and they had the little window open. And Shorty was just in a little drawers.
Yeah, he was getting some cheeks there.
She had the binoculars on him, like she's drinking. I'm
about to go back and watch that.
Hey man, Luke Cage got Luke Cage got the most cheeks in Marvel
the entire MCU.
He got the most cheeks in the MCU.
Like Stark.
Once he become canon. Hey
man, he had that bar, man. That was like one of his powers was getting the cheeks.
Yeah,
he was like hanging niggas upside down.
Did he have
money shaking out of their pocket, and then he was getting cheeks?
Did he get he might even got the little psychiatrist person that was at the. Remember when he escaped when they finally showed you his origin, where they did the experiment
when he had the fro.
Yeah, with the little light skinned girl they used to talk to him. Hey man, Hey man, when they make him canon, man, because Tony was like, you heard about the cheeks he got.
Yeah.
We synced the cheeks.
By the time we got the Tony was kind of like reforming a little bit.
He went to the cave. Once he went to the cave, it was over.
Yeah, he changed.
He went to the cave.
But you remember flashback in Iron Man 3? Cheeks.
You
got the cheeks that night. Yeah. Told old boy, hey man, I'm gonna go wet my beak.
I'm gonna go wet my beak.
How they let that line get through, bro? I'm still like, that's a hell of a line. Like I can't even use that in real life. Like without being in HR somewhere.
You can't say, hey man, I'm just trying.
What do you mean by that?
Go wet my beak, get my beak wet.
Yeah.
Dude about to jump off the building because Tony
off that line.
Get his beak wet. Hey man, Happy done made the damn living room blow up, and he still got his beak wet.
Hey, he made extremists off of he made extremists off that line. It's like in the lab, like moving shit around, like on the molecular scale. Like he said, he was gonna get his beak wet. Never came back. And I gotta figure this extremist shit out. Like
I got anonymity, like all because Tony had to get his beak. Yeah, he was getting them. He was in them guts, man. That's the thing. But we know Cage. Cage got tangible proof of what his action was.
Facts.
He got bodies.
He showed you. Yeah. He showed his work, but yeah, he was getting cheeks, bro.
Yeah, but
nobody was getting.
Say what?
No, I'm saying nobody was clapping like that. I mean, Jessica was getting clapped. You know what I mean? She was getting clapped.
But Cage got those.
Cage had bodies, bro.
Cage got those.
Yeah. Shout out to Cage.
Shout out to Cage for that, man. Shout out to Cage.
He might come back. He might come back.
Yeah. I didn't think
they're gonna pair him with. I believe they would pair him with Iron Fist, like in the comics, though. I don't think they're not getting separate shows.
They might be on some like Iron
Heroes for Hire.
Heroes for Hire, Power Man, and
Power Man and Iron. Yeah, they'll change him. They'll rebrand him a little bit, and because I think Iron Fist is Asian now in the comics, so they might change him. But yeah, I think they'll bring them back together. They'll have their own.
What will be dope, man, is if they didn't like. If it was really about the content and the quality, right? If it was about the content, because we always say one of the better things about. I know I always say it. One of the better things. I just watched. I watched something. I watched Iron Man 3, and I watched. I told you I was doing MC rewatch.
Yeah.
One of the better things.
What I'm about to be doing.
And then I just watch the trailer. For whatever reason, I watched the trailer for Civil War, right? And I just remember how hyped I was when that trailer came out. But one of the better things about the MCU was that it didn't have to be a superhero story. Like it still got to be some sort of fantasy. But like the story that they were telling was super dope, right? And it just so happened that Captain America was in it, right? It just so happened that they had a Winter Soldier. It just so happened that they had an Iron Man going through this. What Iron Man was going on through in Iron Man 3, and how he set someone else on. He said, "We all make our own demons," right? Like you don't need a superhero story to tell that.
Right.
You don't have to be Iron Man. But it was, which makes it dope altogether, right? It brings us all in the tent. If you just really worried about the storytelling, because one thing they can do with the way those Netflix shows were, some of those could be like literally their version of Andor, right? Well, like, let's just we can use these. We don't have to scale down everybody else. We can actually take this Luke Cage character. We can take this Jessica Jones character, really just write our asses off. We could take Daredevil and write our asses off. We don't have to be whimsical and, some CGI battle out of left field. Like we could take these and really be, God, for whatever reason, I thought my mind, and I don't know why, like revisionist, it looks like real stupid. I felt like they were going to do that with Hawkeye. I think it's no way to make it into a goofy show.
That was an opportunity.
The one to be like a Netflix show.
Nah, it was about building.
Well, we're gonna do this because we just worried about the content, man. Our brand is what it is. We gonna get the numbers, man. That's gonna come, right? Like hell, if we go into a Hawkeye show thinking we're gonna get a bunch of numbers anyway, why are we doing a Hawkeye show? Right? Like, why do it anyway? We ain't gonna get what we think, let's just bring back some other people, right? Hawkeye not gonna get us those numbers. So let's just do the best show we possibly can. And that's the one I always felt that they were going to do that. And you would think looking at the Punisher. I think we know we getting these three. I think we know we getting Punisher. We know we getting Punisher. We know we getting Daredevil, and I feel like we know we getting Jessica Jones. Like she may not get her own show, but she gonna be in these.
That's what I think. Yeah, they're gonna lump them together. They're gonna lump these. I don't think everybody getting their own individual show. I think they're gonna try to lump this universe back, and they're gonna kind of anchor Daredevil. They're gonna anchor off Daredevil. where it's gonna be like, oh, they're gonna appear in this show, and then they're gonna kind of just hang around and kind of be like his team or his collaborator. You know what I mean? Like but Punisher eventually probably get his own show. But yeah, I think most of those characters are gonna just kind of appear because they're there in the city. There's versions of them, variants, whatever you want to call them. They exist.
Hey man, that's some bullshit, ain't it, man?
Yeah, man. It's kind of.
Hey, yo, miss me with a variant, man.
Yeah, bro. Quit telling me about variants, man, because that's. Bro, that's another thing, bro. I don't know if that's working.
I didn't mean to sidetrack you.
Nah, I'm with you, bro. I don't know if that's working though, bro.
It's not working, man.
That variant talk, man.
It's not working.
It's just like
it's not variants. I can't even shout out to everybody that do they breaking down videos because there's times when I love that shit. Man, I can't watch one now. And as soon as they say variant, I'm be like, all right, man.
Miss me with that shit, bro.
I ain't trying to no, it's not no variant, man. I don't want to hear about no Kang variants, man.
Yeah, man, I don't care.
I don't want to hear that. I don't
care about the Kang variants, man.
This is a Daredevil. Nah, dude, the Daredevil season 1 through 3 for Netflix didn't happen. Don't tell me it's a variant. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. It's on here, but it didn't happen until if it happened, right? But it didn't happen. Don't tell me this is a variant of character. So this not the because you tell me it's a variant, it's not the real one. That's how I hear it.
Yeah, man, that's
bum ass word. I mean,
that's what I know. Yeah, oh, it's a variant. Nah, keep doing that shit to me. Yeah, we talk about the X-Men too, man. Like, not to be jumping all over the place, but yeah, they might end up on Hulu because it's like Fox. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? I think they still got people in place because they still dropping Aliens and they dropping Predator.
It's an HBO business model though. It's like it's smart business to do that too, to license it out, right? Like, cause you can license it out and you can still you don't have to have it on your thing, but you're not flooding, or if something is trash, it's not even hurting your brand. Like, you just license it out so that literally what they did with Netflix, literally what they do so they was on this whole thing. We need to have it in house. Dude, the HBO people, people got, and I understood, they canceling the show. They did all this. A lot of that stuff just got bought by some other platform, and they gonna do the show. Right, the show gonna get done. It's just getting done. Westworld getting done somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna be on HBO no more. They have the different things, so it's gonna go over here. If some of these other things, that a lot of the cartoons that they weren't gonna do are gonna show up on Amazon. They showing up. Yeah, let Amazon. Let Amazon have this. Just sell it. It's not bad business. Sometimes some of these got to be on that. Y'all can do it, and it don't hurt what we doing because it's gonna sit over there. Maybe one day
you start weighing. Yeah, you start weighing yourself down, and they end up they kind of just falling into the ether on Disney Plus anyway. Because last time you looked at Incredible Hulk? I mean, I know you say you're doing a rewatch, but I'm just saying,
you just fucked me up because I didn't do Incredible Hulk in my rewatch.
That's right. Yeah, but where is it?
I didn't do Incredible Hulk on the rewatch.
It's certain movies they just gonna be there. They just gonna be. You just I ain't even. You might watch it on a rewatch, but other than that, it's just gonna sit there. When it can be on another platform and people be like, damn, it'll stick out more. Like, oh shit, because I'm gonna tell you where Incredible Hulk is. It's on HBO Max.
It's on HBO Max.
And I saw it the other day, and I'm like, I'm watching this when I get a chance. I'm literally probably gonna watch it tonight because I'm piggybacking off you, pause and shit, where you was like, yeah, I'm gonna do the rewatch. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to do the rewatch, but I'm gonna start with Incredible Hulk, and it's on HBO Max. It'll stick out more when people see it. I think Thor, the first Thor is on Amazon. Iron Man 3 is on Amazon. I think Iron Man 2, Iron Man's, and the phase 1 is kind of scattered throughout Amazon and around,
scattered throughout the galaxy.
Yeah, it's kind of scattered throughout the galaxy.
Yeah,
so it's that's what I mean. Sometimes, man, you don't always have to have all that shit on Disney Plus because people are not gonna watch it. People go to, when I pull up, most people pull up Disney Plus. They start scrolling. Oh man, there it is. All right, Endgame. You know what I mean? Oh man, Infinity War. They not looking. You ain't looking at the first Thor. You ain't looking for that, unless you are doing a rewatch like you doing. Most people.
One of the things they need to do with MCU, they have to figure out. They have to figure out because people got. I think, and they talking that noise because this one I think they had the first time that they ever lost subscribers. And let's just keep it a buck about Disney Plus. And I'm not even trying to, because it's a catalog, right? So I know if right now, if I go to Amazon, it's gonna be a lot of new stuff coming in the front, right? Pause on coming in the front. There's gonna be a lot on the page. There's gonna be a lot of new stuff like, okay, this is what we got. Or if I go to HBO Max, they rolling it out for me. They're gonna show me what's recommended, but I'm like, damn, they got this new show, they got new this, they got that. It's like new stuff happen, or what's the Hulu's like that, like all the other ones of Netflix, right? Honestly, Disney Plus is just an archive. It's just a catalog.
That's all it is. The original shit sucks outside of Marvel and Star Wars.
Yeah.
What original content are they making? What compelling show outside of their biggest IPs are doing anything? It's not. Nobody's coming to them for that.
And bro, Mandalorian drops on Wednesdays. I still got to go find it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like I got to click the Mandalorian thing.
Yep.
To go get it. I got to go click the Bad Batch thing to go get it. If it's a DC, if it's a Marvel show, I got to go click the thing where it's like Last of Us, Game of Thrones, House of Dragon, whatever else, or God forbid, if it's on Amazon Prime,
right there.
It's just like they laying out Netflix. It's just laid out. Well, I got to go. Like
I got to go into the category of Marvel.
Disney Plus on if I'm doing if I'm doing a Star Wars rewatch or whatever, if I'm doing something, then it's like, okay, from a catalog standpoint, it's the second to none. Well, man, just like going on and like how do you even know something new on? Like if you just put on Disney Plus, how do you know something's new? Right? Like,
really don't.
How do you know? Like, do you got other y'all got National Geographic? Y'all got this. How do I know it's new? How do I know it's new? Yeah, it's just a weird thing where it's like,
that's a good point, man.
Gotta really probably because everything else I know, like I may just randomly start watching something. Right. I might be on Amazon and shit. Damn. Oh, damn, they got
Netflix tell you like, oh, new this month. I'm like, oh, okay. Top 10, top 5 in the country. Oh, damn.
That's how they get people to watch these cooking shows and all the stuff today. Hey, man, you see that British Bake Off?
Yeah. You know, I mean, how many times have I heard that?
What?
How many times have I heard that you watch the British Bake Off? No, nigga, I don't watch British Bake Off.
Just telling me about some show. I'm like,
I ain't got time for that.
It sounds like something I may watch. It was somebody was just telling me something like, it sounds like something I may watch. How the hell did you
find it? Yeah, like
right
how did you discover it?
Like they,
it's right there.
It's right there. So like
it's advertised.
I see stuff on I'm continually watching the same thing I've watched many. Like honestly, I don't even take the conversation this way. I could honestly not have Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Like I don't know because I have all I got all the MCU discs.
You should.
I got all of them already.
You should.
I'm lacking at don't have the Star Wars stuff, but I'm about to get my Star Wars stuff.
Yeah,
so then it's like
every week. As a matter of fact, I need to. Yeah.
All I need to do is just pop that in. I don't need to.
Yeah. You got them all?
With Star Wars? I don't have any, but I got everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, no,
I'm probably missing.
You got all the MCU? Yeah, I need
a couple. Like I don't think I have Wakanda Forever. I don't have. You know what I'm saying? But like,
be rough. Yeah.
I don't have Eternals. That didn't get bought. But
the farther I get away from Wakanda Forever, bro, the farther I get away from Wakanda Forever,
it's never gonna get watched.
Bro, listen, when we do the rankings, we gotta do the rankings every year. Man, it's falling down my list. My personal list is falling down, bro. I might hate it, bro. Matter of fact, I do hate it, but it's like, how much do I hate it? I hate it, bro. It's offensive to me, bro. Like It's falling down. It's tumbling down my list.
Yeah, I was on some stuff the other day until we said that earlier. Where I was like, the other day I was like, man, like they did 30 in a row. That was dope. It's like it's easy to pile on. Let's chill. Yeah. Then it's like, but hold on, let's actually call a spade a spade. It's been 4 years. They put out a lot of property since Endgame.
Yeah,
I'm taking away Far From Home.
Yeah,
I'm taking away No Way Home.
That's great.
Let's take those out. Right, Sony's, right? Spider-Man is Sony. Go buy Spider-Man. Go do it yourself, and then we can tie this conversation. Mm-hmm. Spider-Man was dope before the MCU.
Facts.
So they didn't just.
So many people get that.
So many people was like, hold on,
bro, you hear this narrative, bro. People swear up and down, man. I can't believe, bro. They needed that. MCU saved them. They saved them. And it's like. You talk about, bro? Spider-Man was making $800 million at the theater, bro. Like it just wasn't for them. It was like the only thing they had. It was just killing them because it was like the only thing they had. It was making $800. You made an extra $200 million for them, but he's like, you ain't do nothing too special. Like you just
and it wasn't like superhero movies was the wave when they was doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they was pulling numbers.
Yeah, without
they got the greatest superhero movie ever, possibly like in some people's list. They got the greatest superhero movie ever, Spider-Man 2, without the MCU. What are you talking about? They've never produced anything. They've only produced so many movies that can compare to Spider-Man 2 in the MCU. Like, but you want to sell me on this. Oh man, they really needed him. The only but I mean,
you wasn't there. If you say that
you went outside,
you wasn't outside.
You went outside. If you was outside, like, oh nah, they was still making money. It was critically, they was getting killed from the last 3 movies, like Spider-Man 3, and then the 2 Amazing Spider-Mans. Critically, were like failures, but they was making bread. It was almost at a billy. Like if we pull up the numbers. Let me just pull up just a quick Google search.
Yeah, and we talking about an era where CMCU, but really I think it started with Nolan and then led into Iron Man 1, where the way they story told and like Nolan changed the shit. Like Nolan changed everything. In terms of storytelling, without Nolan, we don't have.
He didn't come out without Nolan.
We don't. But I'm saying like the way they started making the movies.
Yeah.
Right. Like Batman Begins, and then you take it to. We don't get the first Iron Man, if we don't have the Dark Knight Returns. Right. The storytelling, the way we had that, and then like, okay, we can actually make movies. We can actually make a movie, but then we just have superheroes in them. Right. We have superheroes in them.
You don't get Winter Soldier without
you don't get that without that.
Yeah, without
you don't get that. You just getting goofy people flying around all the time. Hey, you have to save that cat over there. You have to save the cat moment, like picture. Hey, everything is a save the cat moment.
Gonna make you pay for that.
Yeah. So man, like that all that to say, I would like get back to this. Yes, we got Punisher. You would have said this. March 10th, 2021. Hey man. So because this was right after like we in a no way home kind of wave right now too, right? So it's like, hey man, freaking Punisher showing up. Remember that this is like right around the time they was like, hey man, they brought the Netflix catalog. You know what's about to happen.
Yeah, that was wild.
Hey man, Daredevil and them about to be in the MCU. We about to and we was having this conversation. We got to pull out some of these clips. We got to check the receipt.
We do. We need to.
Because it's like we were saying, like, hey man, this seems perfect for like Disney, like because the way they can have their shows now. This is already they can ground the shows, and you can have it where you actually following around with you can character build. You following the characters now because these are characters. This is not whomever, right? These are street level characters. We can follow them, watch them on TV, see the shit they're going through every week. But like things somebody's got families or they lost their family. And we can rock. He's like, oh, it's about to be on. What? So, but like we'll see, man. Like I said, I like you pulling me over to the light side of the force, so to speak, on this because I don't think he would have took this role.
Yeah,
in here, like I don't think he's like, well, I already did that in my life. It's time
he excited about it.
Things.
They sold him on it.
For him to come off like I'm only doing it if it's this. If it's not this, then y'all don't need to have me in this. This ain't.
Yeah, he don't need it, man. He's not a